Fellow Ambazonians, you're all welcome to the show. Please share as you join. Share as you join. We have some breaking news. Share as you join. Marche Central is on fire. Marche Central is on fire. Marche Central is on fire. Marche Central on fire. That's it.
Marche Central is over down. What's in the down?
That is
Mom,
La Republic on fire. For 6 years, we've seen our markets, our schools, our hospitals, our buildings have been destroyed by La Republic. So as the president said, we are taking this war to La Republic. So now is the time for La Republic to pay back. Yes. Now you see that's Marche Central.
On the 4th of...
That's Marche Central on fire. The president promised to take this war to La Republic. And you have started seeing what is going on. Okay? Yes. The defense, listen to what the defense minister said. The defense secretary, Reverend Asong, said this.
I brought you guys good news this evening. Like the president announced, I think last week or during his campaign, that we are taking this struggle to the doorsteps of La République du Cameroon, and it has started already. And we are just going to focus this war in the territory of La République du Cameroon. So what is the breaking news? I'm happy anyway.
So remember, this was the last incident that happened. So it was the last incident that happened. Okay, we are still waiting for the defense secretary to come out with the statement.
We are here to just assure Ambazonians that we are going to return fire.
We are still waiting for the defense secretary to come out to announce this one that happened in Marche Central. Okay, this was the one that happened in Edea. So
that we've already transgressed to the level of using their own people to make sure
the new administration has promised to take this war to La Republic. They have promised to take this war to La Republic because it has been for 5 years to 6 years. We have seen La Republic burning our villages, burning our hospitals, burning our schools, killing our people. Now is the time when the president said they're going to take this war to La Republic. That is what you see now happening. Because it has been for 5 years, we've been defending ourselves, our territory. This time, the president has promised to take this war to La Republic. Listen to the president. Listen to the president.
We have cried enough and buried enough of our own people. They will see us. They won't hear us anymore. They will see us. For 6 years, ladies and gentlemen, we've fought to defend our territory and our people. But going forward, since Cameroon rejects peace, mediation, dialogue, call it any name, we will fight not just to defend our territory and people, we will fight to inflict utmost pain and suffering on Cameroon too. We have cried enough and buried enough of our own people. They will see us. They won't hear us anymore. They will see us. For 6 years, ladies and gentlemen, we've fought to defend our territory and our people. But going forward, since Cameroon rejects peace, mediation, dialogue, call it any name, We will fight not just to defend our territory and people. We will fight to inflict utmost pain.
You've heard what the president said, right? Marche Central is on fire.
November 2022. That they work for the boys in this. When I see them, Marche Central is over down. Walking they down. When I see them, Mom, Raven, I hope somebody see them. Walking at Charlie. Yes, today now, on the 4th of November 2022. That they work for the boys in this. When I see them, Marche Central is over down. Walking they down. When I see them, Mom, Raven, I hope somebody see them. Walking at Charlie. Yes, today now, on the 4th of November 2022. That they work for the boys in this. When I see them, Marche Central.
We have cried enough and buried enough of our own people. They will see us. They won't hear us anymore. They will see us. For 6 years, ladies and gentlemen, we fought to defend our territory and our people. But going forward, since Cameroon rejects peace, mediation, dialogue, call it any name, we will fight not just to defend our territory and people. We will fight to inflict utmost pain and suffering on Cameroon too. We have cried enough and buried enough of our own people. They will see us. They won't hear us anymore. They will see us. For 6 years, ladies and gentlemen, we fought to defend our territory and our people. But going forward, since Cameroon rejects peace, mediation, dialogue, call it any name, we will fight not just to defend our territory and people. We will fight to inflict utmost pain and suffering on Cameroon too. We have cried enough and buried enough of our own people. They will see us. They won't hear us anymore. They will see us. For 6 years, ladies and gentlemen, we fought to defend our territory and our people. But going forward, since Cameroon rejects peace, mediation, dialogue, call it any name, we will fight not just to defend our territory and people. We will fight to inflict utmost pain and suffering on Cameroon too. We have cried enough and buried enough of our own people. They will see us. They won't hear us anymore. They will see us. For 6 years, ladies and gentlemen, we fought to defend our territory and our people. But going forward, since Cameroon rejects
the president made it clear. Okay, this is Lycée Bilen. That is Lycée Bilen on fire. That is Lycée Bilen on fire. You've heard the president made it clear that for the past 6 years, our schools, our hospitals, our markets, our villages have been burned down. So he said this time around, we are taking the war to La Republic. Let them feel what we have felt for the past 6 years. Okay? let them feel a little bit what we have felt for the past 6 years.
Yes, today now.
Okay, he said it's an eye for an eye.
November.
Yes,
2022.
because when you have not felt what people have felt, if the people of La Republic start seeing what we have seen for 5 years and 6 years, then they will hold their government responsible to end the war. But when they don't feel what we have felt, they won't tell the government to end the war. They know that they are fine there. They don't care what's happening in Southern Cameroon. They don't care what's happening in Ambazonian. Okay? This is what we know. Okay? It's a sad story, but that's what happened. Okay? We know that Abdul Karim was whisked from the Bamenda prison or Bamenda police station or gendarmerie. We heard that he was in the gendarmerie in Bamenda upstation. He was whisked to SED. SED is the torture chamber of La Republique in Yaoundé. We know that he was whisked to that place, not to Kondengui. Some people are saying that he was sent to Kondengui. He wasn't sent to Kondengui. He was sent but to SED. SED, the French appellation is so crazy. Okay? It's where they go and beat or trash when they want you to, they will be beating you there for you to stop saying independence. Seseko went through that, all the Nera 10 went through SED. They have different bunkers there, torture chamber. Okay? When you go to SED and you come back alive, note that God is with you. That is how the chamber is. You either go blind because they put you in some bunkers that don't even have lights. Yes, that's where they have their torture chamber. And if the people of La Republique don't see this regime as very barbaric, then they will face the consequences that this regime has impacted on our people. Our people have been put in all kinds of trauma, all kinds of torture for the past 6 years. We have watched our people being killed. We have watched our people being tortured. But that is what we are talking about. We are fighting against a barbaric regime, very, very barbaric regime. That is the regime of Pobia, the dictator. I want you to know that the president has sent his message. The president has sent his message to La Republique. Take a listen to the president's message.
Who says that Cameroon is tired of war? No, it is not. Every one of their action is proving to the contrary. Today is Friday, November the 4th. In the year of our Lord, 2022, I am your comrade in arms for the independence of the Southern Cameroon's Ambazonia. Chris Ano, fellow Ambazonians. I have just received confirmation that Comrade Abdul Karim was yesterday, Thursday, November the 3rd, moved from his detention center in upstation Bamenda to set in Yaoundé in La Republique du Cameroon. We do not know his situation over there, but what we can tell you is that Abdul was met by his lawyers today for a briefing. Any other thing else, we do not know. Now, you will recall that I came to you last time informing you that if Cameroon says they are tired of war and want to negotiate peace and justice, any form of negotiation must start with the release of some of our leaders who ought to be on that table. And I mentioned specifically Sisiko Ayoktabe and Mfo Ngala Mfo. Now, instead of yielding to our counsel, La République has instead removed or moved Abdul Karim from Bamenda to a bigger and more torturous detention center at the heart of your capital. Fellow Ambazonians, I come to you again warning you of what is going on in Canada. Canada is Fumban number 2 and Grand National Dialogue number 2. We must stay away from it, because if you think that La République is truly tired of war, they will not be picking up, ladies and gentlemen, our fighters, our leaders, and locking them up behind bars indefinitely without trial. So I am encouraging every Ambazonian. We must all stand up and resist this Canadian sham. We must resist it. We must resist it with every might within us. And the so-called CDN must also be resisted. Nobody will understand that CDN is in Canada, bringing our fighters, our commanders together to probably eventually get them to lay down their arms. And they say they are trying to forge unity within the groups, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody has given CDN any powers, any right to speak for Ambazonia. The CDN is an accomplice with La République du Cameroon and with the Canadians. What is going on in Canada, so-called peace talks? Fellow Ambazonians, we came into this war knowing exactly what we want.
If you hear what the president is saying, you know these CDN people, Coalition for Dialogue and Surrender. It is very, very inconceivable that somebody will go and be saying that they are doing dialogue on your behalf when you don't even know them. We don't know all these people called CDN people. They are going to say they are going to dialogue on people's behalf when we don't even know them. Who asked? Did Ambazonian ask them to go and be doing a dialogue on their behalf? When we are trying to put governments together, trying to put our LGs together, contributing money, do everything together, where are they? We don't know them. People will just come from Yaoundé, organized by La République, that they are going to dialogue on our behalf. We don't know them. You understand? That is what the president is saying. And you see these people, they will go there and say they want federation. Who want federation? Our people have not died for the past years because of federation. You understand? Nobody wants that thing, because it's just, if for the past 50 years, we have not seen anything good from these people, what can you see now that you want us to go and be federated with them again? They are greedy people. They are stingy people. You understand? There's no other word you can describe someone who say you are one and indivisible, but you don't see. But when you live with someone, you can know who is your friend. One and indivisible how? Somebody who comes to your house and want to take everything of yours, kill your father, kill your mother, kill your child, without remorse. How many of our people has this people killed? Think about it. And how do you think that they will not continue killing our people? The moment that will stop this fight, that is the moment we became the full-fledged slave. That is a message I'm telling you people. The moment we stop this fight, that is the moment that we start to become the full-fledged slave. So the earlier we know that, the better. We will not become slave with these people. They did not. We are not part of them. They cannot force us to be part of them. That is no way. They cannot force us to be part of them. Yes.
We want a free and independent Southern Cameroons. Nothing short of that. Nothing besides that. And so this Canadian thing that they will sit there telling us they are fighting for peace, and at the same time they are arresting and locking up our leaders without any judgment. What does it tell you? What does it tell you? So please, I want to encourage any serious Ambazonian leader going to Canada, stay away from Canada, because you, at the end of the day, you would have been exposed for who you are, and you would have been left alone. If La Republique is serious and they are tired of war, let them put everything on the table and start with the release of Ayok Tabe, Fongalamfo, and the rest of the NERA detainees, including Abdul Karim Ali. This is our position. We must all fight for it. And to the AROS on ground zero, to the AROS on ground zero, the restoration fighters on ground zero, listen to the sound of my voice. One of these days, if you are not careful, you will all be bundled and handed over to La République du Cameroon, coming from Canada, from the peace talks in Canada. Again, if you are not careful, all of you who are in the so-called Ground Zero Command will all be bundled and sent over to La République du Cameroon. That is the grand plan. That is the grand plan. And the CDN is behind this, working on behalf of the Prime Minister Office and the Canadian mediators. Please, this war isn't going to end tomorrow. We are not in any rush to get to the negotiation table because Cameroon is not ready. When they are ready, we will know, and we will meet them at the table. But for now, until they release our detainees, release Ayok Tabe, release Abdul Karim, release Tassang Wifre, release Mfongalamfo, and all of them behind bars, nothing, zero, like any peace talks. God bless you all.
You have heard what the president said. Okay? We have seen all types of torment, all types of torture. The people called CDN cannot just come from nowhere that they are going to discuss on our behalf. It doesn't happen like that. Our people are not dying for federation. Our people are not dying for federation. Our people are dying to liberate their country. So whatever some people are going to Canada to discuss, that is their problem. It's not our problem. Our problem is not federation. Our problem is not decentralization. For the past 6 years, our people have been sacrificing. So, we are still speaking when people are still in jail. More than 5,000 of our people, refugees, are suffering in Nigeria, suffering in Ghana. People go and sit in Canada and be talking of federation. This is not serious. We are not in this struggle because of federation. If it's federation, then why are we even fighting? Well, then everybody can just go home. We are not fighting because of federation. We are fighting to liberate our land. Okay? We are fighting to liberate our land. That's what we are fighting for. So anybody going around saying that, we are proud federalists, that is their problem. They should be proud federalists. Every federalist should be discussing with La Republic, should not discuss with independentists. We are independentists. And all frontline leaders that want to discuss on our behalf should have the mind of an independent Southern Cameroon that we have already. Seseko Ayok Tabe declared independence in 2017. Yes. So we are not going to negotiate about independence or federation again. We don't discuss that. It's not on the table. It's not negotiable. Yes. If we want to go and sit on that table, is to discuss the terms of separation from the root cause. Yes. So that we can be peaceful neighbors. Yes, because no matter what, we'll still become a very good neighbors with La Republic. We'll be a good neighbor with La Republic. So all what we're going to discuss there is how to demarcate that boundary where put our pillars. Those natural pillars that will be there. Yes, nothing less. So look at this. Some people will tell you that, oh, they know what's going on. They don't know anything. Okay? They don't know anything. This guy has been for 40 years. The people of CPDM party are going to be celebrate. They call it celebration of CPDM party, 6th of November. Every 6th of November, they go and celebrate. This is 40 years in making in power. This power has destroyed Ambazonian. He has destroyed everything. Okay? But if you see his achievement, I don't know who this Guardian Post is writing trash. Okay? To go and be writing this thing that he has achieved this, I'm very happy that when it came to the Southern Cameroon crisis, they said it's his nice nightmare. And that one I accept because he started this war in Southern Cameroon. That's where I put that mark there. You see that green mark? That's his nightmare. They say Anglophone crisis, Bias nightmare. That is true because he started this war and he will face the war. I pray he's not one of those people who will die before Southern Cameroon gets its independence. I pray he doesn't die. I don't want to hear that he's dead, please. I want all these people that are dead to stay alive, even on their dying bed. Let them stay alive and see us get our independence. They should not go ahead of time. Yes. Brasama Thomas just told us that anybody, those CPDM members going to celebrate CPDM, if you are part of those people who go and be celebrating 40 years of nonsense, 40 years of garbage, know that you are warned. Okay? Take a listen to our brother's Brasama Thomas message. Let me put our brother on air to explain to you his message to those CPDM who call themselves elites, the people who celebrate Bia's trash of 40 years in power. How can you be so dumb? You celebrate somebody who has failed the country, failed the people, destroyed Southern Cameroon. You go and celebrate him. Oh my God.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
But still, I'm morning with some people and evening.
Yeah.
I don't just see one press release in the fly around with French. I don't know what they talk about. But the press release, it go out for spell say CPDM original Jean Kwete original Wu. It come for Bamenda on the 6th of November for celebrate CPDM anniversary. This one now warning. This one now warning for anybody for Bamenda and Mancon in particular, where he go set out, say it go for celebrate CPDM whatever anniversary on the 6th of November. This one now warning for anybody for Bamenda, particularly for Mancon, where he go set your foot out, say go for celebrate CPDM whatsoever. If you come out for street, say go for celebrate CPDM, you are hate. You go carry their hate and the celebration of CPDM go to the grave. We go shoot to kill any idiot or fly where he cannot play for street say CPDM for celebration of Bamenda. No point, no, they say they will arrest you, we don't get prison. We go shoot to kill any fly where it go show in the colors of CPDM for Mancon. If you meander your way, we see you that inside Congress Hall as your face is show. Say you go celebrate your mommy. Say 6 November, the day of girls for the Southern Cameroon people. We go follow you for the compound where you enter for day. If we follow you, we will not meet up you for that compound. We go put down that compound. Yes. If you go for day, you meander away, you go inside Congress, we see your face. We go follow you. If we follow you for the compound, we will not see you. We will put down that compound as an example for others, for learners. Try something and see something. Get what I'm saying from the voice, from the sound of my voice. Try something, you see something. We go shoot any fly. Where we see them in the CPDM colors tomorrow, 6 November. We will follow anything. We will see them. Say this at Congress Hall for Mancon or for Bamenda. Say we will celebrate 6 November. We go follow you for your house, for your compound. We not get you. We will put down that compound. Now, me, Sabbath Thomas, I pass out this information, and it must be taken seriously by anybody, any damn shit idiot, for Mancon in particular.
Thank you.
Manipulate. You know,
Thank
if
you
you
very
ever
much.
enemy, you know, if you ever should not, if you see your guys actually saying like public citizens they do and like public
yes.
touch your own citizen,
Go ahead.
it will never happen like that. It will never happen like that. Why Nana is that happen? Why Nana is that happen? We don't show up for TV, so we go destroy like Republic do Cameroon even for their own land. Sometimes if I would think before we talk, you know, if you ever did the same, you know, if you ever no action no go carry place for Douala don't get problem at I say between that yeah, say that tribal people they say that tribal swallow na Basa people they na which people they move collars, we see collars, they move collars, people they die for street. But they never go burn their property them, like market, burn something them. You feel say like Republic na stranger. If you like they go bomb na finance with Yaoundé. We talk say na la Republic citizen them, they will never deal with their own. They go deal now to we. Till when la Republic go down, till when la Republic citizen they go down carry so harsh protest, they start destroy properties them. Now always on that kind of thing, the fear you push our agenda.
Yeah, not true.
Yeah, as if you start affecting them. So long as they never start destroying their own property for broad daylight, for some strike inside their own country.
Right.
No way, no way if you push your ideology, so they affect them. Never.
Not true.
Never. Now what this will the fighter? And what this will the fighter?
Very good point.
He did the same when like Republican do so atrocity for Bombo Hospital, the way I see they say Ambazonian fighter then. You yourself, you know fine to no be Ambazonian. I mean we Southern Cameroon, they will know fine to no be what fighter the kind of atrocity. Yes, way to make you feel say I say like Republic go to feel say yeah, I say now you go tell you who can carry some action and say before you believe and for you enemy.
Right.
Now who used to believe like Republic their own kind of talk the way I say they talk, I say because we never still understand what to be war and the gimmicks way they for war. You need to take anything you come out from an enemy more serious, because your enemy, anything you can voice and to public is full of manipulation. Now why do you see my country people used to clone people that Facebook them. He message when he pass for the Facebook, he be so manipulated like how he be. He clone Southern Cameroonian on Facebook, use them for propaganda in favor of la Republic. You now will not understand if you feel say na Southern Cameroonian like how he do for Marc Barata. If you feel na Marc Barata they do those things then. But you need to be very technical here for no say no be Marc, no be na Marc they do these things then.
Not true. Very, very true. Thank you, my brother, for that opinion. When I see list for things the way they do right and say this Pardo achieve them for 40 years. Number one, they say Biya, father of Cameroon democracy. They say he been Cameroon's liberty laws. Which laws? Cameroon get law. Cameroon get some law for that country. Now lawless country. You don't get no law. For the past how many years? How they go to arrest man for Bamenda? They carry and go na Yaoundé. It means that the other region they don't get laws. We get the common law system. The La Republic get the civil law system. When they arrest man for common law area, they carry and go for civil law area. How you feel say that man could be judged well? When first they go need a translator. They forget a lawyer from the common law, carry go for the civil law area. It be difficult. Now the complication in that way, they make with the face them, then people they need see them. They say successful battles to consolidate national unity and territorial integrity. Now number 2 that for that list for that newspaper, so you see so. What kind of successful battle has this man fought? What kind of unity of what purpose? What unity for? When people cannot even eat in their area, the people are suffering in their area there. Okay, territorial integrity. That is they use nice words when they have no achievements. Okay, territorial integrity. What integrity and what territorial? What integrity? They call it infrastructure transformation, economic resilience. Infrastructure transformation for where? These people use big terms. For the past 40 years, which road has La Republic transformed? Which roads? All the fake roads that imagine all what is going on in La Republic with all their bad roads and all those things. They say he has transformed infrastructure transformation. Using of those big terms for nothing. It's really garbage, okay? It's really garbage that you see La Republic trying to keep us to be part of them. Okay, it's like you have a wife and that wife doesn't love you anymore. You are forcing that wife to be with you, to stay with you. How do you think that relationship will work? If that wife stays with you upon all this mistreatment, maltreatment, okay, destruction that you have done to that wife, that wife is not coming back for anything good. That wife is not coming back for anything good. You understand what I'm saying? If these people are forcing us to stay with them, do they think by themselves that upon all this treatment, we can still live with them with good heart and good conscience? Oh my God. When you beat a wife like this, treat a wife like this, you force a wife that you must love me, you must stay with me. Do you, for your sense, that wife can cook soup and put poison there and just for you to go and die even? I'm telling you, if La Republic is still forcing us to stay with them, they should know that they are living with poisoned people now. Because what they have done to us is not a sign of somebody that loves you. Okay? Someone that loves you cannot treat you this way. So let the public know that they are not dealing with the same people anymore. They are dealing with the wrong wife. As our park always call it, they are dealing with what they call Njumba married. Yes, because if you treat somebody badly, even if you ask for forgiveness, know that person is still keeping that thing in the mind. Okay, that is the reminder we are telling La Republic. That is the reminder. They should not forget. Okay. Paul Biya, gross fatigue. He's tired. But the dull ones of those elites in Bamenda there and in Boya, they'll go and celebrate anniversary, 6 November anniversary, 40 years of nothing to show. But they'll go and celebrate him. They'll go and celebrate him that, he's our CPDM, CPDM Oye, with nothing to show. Okay, but they'll go and celebrate him. That is the dullness of our own people. That they'll go and celebrate someone that has achieved nothing for the past 40 years. You go and celebrate him. That's how dull our people are. Okay. Our people have seen that this relationship is not working. Okay. Forcing this relationship is like forcing a wife to come and stay with you. And it's the worst thing to do. Our relationship has soured for the past 50 years. It has soured. In 1972, when Ahijo cancelled the federal system, 10 years after, Ahijo handed power to Biya. Okay? Ahijo handed power to Biya. Illegally. Biya was not even the vice president. Biya was even the prime minister. It was an Anglophone that was a prime minister. Okay? But Ahijo so handily decided so handily to hand over power to Biya when Biya wasn't even the prime minister. Okay? Biya wasn't even second in command in terms of the chain of who to take over, right? That is how you because normally in the federal system we were the second in command, and if Biya is leaving, then we have to take over. Take a listen to what Ahijo said when Ahijo was handing power to Biya.
Camerounaises, Camerounais, mes chers compatriotes, j'ai décidé de démissionner de mes fonctions de président de la République unie du Cameroun. Cette décision prendra effet le samedi 6 novembre 1982 à 10 heures. En cette circonstance capitale, je voudrais du fond du cœur remercier toutes celles et tous ceux qui, depuis bientôt 25 ans, ont accordé leur confiance et apporté leur aide dans l'accomplissement de nos tâches à la tête de l'État. J'invite toutes les Camerounaises et tous les Camerounais à accorder sans réserve leur confiance et à apporter leur concours à mon successeur constitutionnel, M. Paul Biya. Il mérite la confiance de tous à l'intérieur et à l'extérieur. Je vous exhorte à demeurer un peuple uni, patriote, travailleur, digne et respecté. Je prie Dieu Tout-Puissant afin qu'il continue à assurer au peuple camerounais la protection et l'aide nécessaire à son développement dans la paix, l'unité et la justice. Vive le Cameroun.
Do you solemnly swear before God and man to devote all your efforts to preserving, protecting, and defending the Constitution and the laws of the United Republic of Cameroon, to watch over the common will of the nation, and to uphold and defend the unity, integrity, and independence of the Cameroon fatherland? I do so swear.
That is Bia accepting. I do so swear. I hope all we all remember that his message. I do so swear when he said that. Okay, when you see what happened in 1982, that is 40 years ago. November the 4th. That is when Aijo resigned. But when you see the wickedness of somebody, this man is a very wicked man. Somebody who trusted you, gave you all the trust, even though it was not constitutional for Aijo to hand power to Bia. Because normally we first Aijo knew the federal system. Okay, Aijo knew the federal system without. If you hear his speech, Aijo's speeches, you see only I. It means that everything was his decision. He was not even thinking of any kind of consensus. He said, I decide to hand this power to Bia because I think that Bia is a good friend. I think that I trust Bia. I think that everything he's doing is I. And when you see somebody does his thing like that, know that he's a dictator. Dictators don't ask for opinion. They do everything by themselves. They take decision by themselves. They decide for stuff by themselves. Okay. Bia come now this time since 1984. What has he achieved? Nothing. Look at the list of things that they write there that he has achieved for 40 years at the helm of the state. Nothing. Okay. When Southern Cameroonians leadership realized that Bia was trying to follow what Aijo is doing, because when Aijo handed power, the people of Southern Cameroon thought that they'll have some change. You see, that is why we are saying that those people that think that if a new leader come in, things will change. It will not change. These Ngongos and this Frank Bia and all these people that are fighting for power, you think that they can give a little iota of power to us? Whether in a federal system, these people, they are very greedy, very stingy people. They don't want to lend us more power. They call it decentralization. What kind of decentralization? Why did you annul the federal system first of all? Why? It was very unlawful. Bia comes now and is saying that he will bring national unity and all those things. If for these past years, 40 years, our people realize that he was trying to grasp power. That's why our people now started this movement. The NCNC, remember the NCNC gave birth. Okay, the NCNC gave birth within this period. In 1984, after Aijo took power in 1982, in 1984, that is when Kondengui give this name, Ambazonian. Don't forget, Ambazonian was born in 1984. That's why we shifted from the name Southern Cameroon, then moving to the name Ambazonian. This movement started since 1984, so people should not say it started in 2016. The movement then was just to fight to go back to the federal system, okay? Because back then the federal system was very, very, very nice because our people retained their government, our people retained their police force. Everything was still under Southern Cameroon, even though it was a federal system. So Aijo realized that he's not really, when they discovered oil there, remember they discovered oil in the 70s. When they discovered oil, that's why Aijo said, no, these people will be very rich there. It's better we'll cancel the federal system and everything goes now to Yaoundé. That was a plan. That was a plan to eradicate our this thing. That's why today all the infrastructure that our people built, all the schools, all these things that we had, marketing board was second largest employer after CDC. Marketing board. Yes. It had a very big quarter. All the workers of marketing board had a house. They had a big yard. It's just like CDC, how all the workers had their houses and everything. It's the same thing with marketing board. Marketing board was there to control all cocoa and coffee living Southern Cameroon and living most of the other areas to make sure that they process that thing. When they discover oil, that is when they say, no, these people will not have any power. They grab all the powers now from us. So for 40 years, these people have done nothing. Okay? This is some of our brothers in Nigeria who went to the Nigeria TV station to try to lobby for our case. But let's listen to them and see their own way of looking at the case of the Naira 10.
So this is what happened. Okay, you wanted to say something.
I was going to say that there's already an indication that the civil society of Nigeria is intimately following what is going on as a threat to security of federal government of Nigeria, and recommended in a conference here in Abuja on February 28, 2017, that the government should take responsibility by invoking the original principle of territoriality. That allows now Nigeria to look at this issue.
So how do you think that will upturn the judgment that was given by the court?
It has nothing to do with the judgment. This is a matter of rights of self-determination that preceded the rights of people in this region. Remember that we were a sovereign state who engaged a union with another country. Unfortunately, as Ms. Honorable Oben has said, that union does not hold anymore. It was dissolved in 1984 by the Parliament passing Restoration Law 84/01. But I have to also remind you that this debate is currently being done right now in the United Kingdom House of Lords. Last year, November 14, Lord Barton brought out the debate that we can no longer sit and be watching while disaster hit a country and another Rwandan type genocide, that war which is ongoing, takes effect. They recommended action, and Viscount Waverley actually is to be noted of having said that we should seek the permanent solution. The only reason that he didn't go to the extent of calling for a precise reason how this permanent solution can come to be executed, we are calling for an exclusive referendum. This will happen in the same manner as the British, the United Kingdom people are also being given a chance to exit the European Union.
Have you tendered this offer to the Cameroonian government? I mean, the Paul Biya presidency.
Well,
for a referendum, because a referendum cannot be, organized outside the territories of Cameroon. Cameroon is a sovereign country.
Notice that is the issue. The definition of Cameroon is the one in question. There was supposed to be a confederation, which never took effect. And one country unilaterally occupied another country. We have to go back to the beginning and retrace the origin of how Cameroon can account for the English-speaking people being part of its citizens. That's the argument. And until we have come to terms with that, then you'll be making a presumption that Cameroon owns us. No, we are a sovereign people. The people of Ambazonia owns their sovereignty by virtue of United Nations Article 76B, which terminated trusteeship on October 1, the same date Nigeria got its independence, Ambazonia got its independence. The question now is that we engaged into a confederation, which is a
with the French-speaking part of Cameroon back then.
Well, they are the majority. But
I'm talking about the confederation that you instituted. It was with the French-speaking part.
It was with the French-speaking part, but it was dissolved by an act of parliament. And we asked them to leave, but they have used military force to occupy our country, and now they are insisting on it at the cost of a war which is killing our people every day. There are more than 5,000 of our youths have been killed. It's just like they've decided that we are going to impose our will on you. You will become Cameroonians at all costs. Why we are demanding help from federal government of Nigeria is because they have the rights given to them by United Nations Article 51. Threat to peace is being perpetrated by the sovereign country of Nigeria, of Cameroon, at the expense of peace and security in the Gulf of Guinea, which was why that recommendation was provided.
Wow, I like this, our brothers. It is very important for us to play our own part wherever we are. Our brothers are in Nigeria. They went to the Nigerian district. You know, everywhere you are, whether you are in what country, go to those medias and put the case in front of those medias. Okay? Before, we used to have the protests and all those things. Use any means possible to make your own voice heard, because no one should silence you anywhere you are. You are an Ambazonian. You have the right to tell the people who don't know about our case. Tell them what you know. Explain to them the history. Because if you don't tell somebody about your problem, nobody will blow your trumpet for you. Don't say the United Nations is not doing this. The AU is not doing. People have their own problems. People have their own problems. We are in this world, or maybe your family. You keep complaining. People will be tired of you. People want to see what you can do, then they can support. Even your family, if you keep complaining all the time, oh, my uncle did not do me this, my auntie did not do me, they don't have any right to do anything. Okay? You have the right to show them what you can do, then they can support you. Okay? As an adult. That is what the world is telling Ambazonians. You have the responsibility to free yourself. Stop blaming United Nations. Stop blaming international community. Blame yourself. What have you done? That is, I still like that the saying of the former American president. Ask yourself what you have done to your country. Okay? Not what your country has done for you. What have you done to your country? That you want your country, you expect something better from your country. Okay? You have the obligation to fix your country and to play a part, your role for your own country. Don't expect your country to be well when you have not done something for your country. Okay? Our uncle, I'll start calling him uncle now because he has been a very ruthless supporter of our cause. Tibonyaji. Okay? Look. He said this Sunday, Cameroon president commemorates 40 years on the throne. Okay? Wouldn't it be wonderful if he dedicated this next year to actually engaging with his Anglophone or Ambazonian citizen to find the right formula for them to gain full, fresh privileges they deserve? This is a diplomat that has worked. This is a former ambassador to Cameroon, also the former undersecretary for African Affairs. It means that Tibonyaji used to be the secretary in charge of all ambassadors in the whole of Africa for America. this is the person. So he really is very engaged with the Ambazonian issue because he has lived in Cameroon, he has lived in Yaoundé as the ambassador there first. Then he was appointed as a secretary for African affairs. So he's saying what he's saying because he knows exactly what he's saying. That if Biya can take this 40 years, they say life begins at 40. So maybe Biya can think about that. He declared this war. If he can say, okay, life begins at 40, let him just give these people a peaceful engagement, go for the peaceful talks, and give them, say, okay, you can go. That is what Tibonagi is saying. Because he knows everybody that is calling us Ambazonian, that is a name that we affirm. That is a name we give ourselves. Not special status. Biya cannot give us a name. If you accept the name that your master or somebody give you, then you are accepting the status of that person. We will not accept any name that Biya will give us. Special status. For what? We are a country. You cannot come and give us a name. It doesn't work like that, right? We are the citizens of Ambazonia. Former British territory, former United Nations test territory, former this, all kinds of names. But that doesn't change the boundary that is there. 4 pillars is there in our land. It's Southern Cameroon, the people of Southern Cameroon. That's how they always address us. Okay? Very, very important. Yes. Okay? When we tell our people that no matter what you do in the world, whether you are a doctor in a country, whether you are a politician in a country, if you don't fight for your own country, you will never have peace. Okay? I see some people say that one thing. Yes, you can call it that one thing. But to have your own country is the only thing that you can say your own country. Look, let me give you an example of this. This is a French MP, right? This French MP is a member of parliament in France National Assembly. But what did they tell him? They tell him that go back to your country in Africa. When he was trying to bring some bills about the immigration bills, he was trying to bring that to the parliament. Some MPs there in that parliament, in French parliament, they were shouting, "Pas en Afrique, rentrez en Afrique, rentrez en Afrique."
Monsieur, tout simplement, qu'est-ce qu'on vous a dit? Qu'est-ce qu'on vous a dit tout simplement?
Merci.
Bon, bonjour à toutes et à tous, Carlos Martins Bilongo. Déjà, j'aimerais dire à tout le monde ici que aujourd'hui, on m'a renvoyé à ma couleur de peau. Je suis né en France, je suis député français et je ne pensais pas aujourd'hui qu'à l'Assemblée nationale, j'allais me faire insulter. On m'a insulté moi et toutes les personnes qui sont en France qui ont cette couleur de peau. Et c'est tellement triste d'arriver à être en novembre. Depuis 4 mois, nous siégeons ici et on voit la vraie face de l'Assemblée nationale. C'est honteux, c'est complètement honteux d'être renvoyé à sa couleur de peau aujourd'hui. Jamais de ma vie, j'ai été enseignant dans ma vie. J'ai eu tous les métiers du monde. Aujourd'hui, je suis député de la nation et me faire insulter, c'est totalement honteux. Et de voir que le président du groupe du Rassemblement national ne demande pas à la personne qui a proféré cette insulte de quitter l'hémicycle, c'est honteux. Je remercie tous les députés qui ont fait bloc avec moi. Et encore une fois, c'est un message qu'a envoyé à la nation. Il y a beaucoup de personnes qui ont ma couleur de peau ou qui sont basanées, qui ont des teints qui ne correspondent pas à d'autres personnes et à chaque fois on les renvoie leur couleur de peau, on les renvoie à repartir en Afrique. Ma question est portée sur des personnes qui sont en mer et qui veulent être escapées. Et des personnes, des femmes enceintes, des enfants qui sont en mer aujourd'hui. Ma question elle porte sur SOS Méditerranée. Et je n'ai pas pu aborder ma question. Ça me désole encore une fois. Qu'avez-vous entendu exactement?
C'est M. De Fournas qui vous a dit ça.
Vous avez le compte-rendu de l'Assemblée nationale et vous pouvez réécouter effectivement aussi. Vous pouvez l'écouter.
Quelles sanctions?
J'ai pas envie de le répéter. Ça ne me fait pas plaisir.
Quelles sanctions, monsieur?
Depuis le début de cette législature, il y a déjà eu des épisodes de ce genre.
Non, pas d'une gravité aussi forte. Attendez, juste pour remettre les choses en place. Nous avons un député de notre groupe qui, au nom de notre groupe, posait une question sur un sujet qui est un sujet humanitaire absolument urgent. C'est-à-dire des gens qui sont aujourd'hui en mer avec, et Carlos Martins Bilongo le disait, avec en plus des conditions météorologiques qui sont extrêmes pour les jours à venir, et donc des questions de sauvetage de personnes, qui sont juste le respect du droit de la mer notamment. Alors qu'il posait cette question-là, un député du Rassemblement national, effectivement, M. de Fournas, lui crie dans l'Assemblée...
This MP was asked to go back to Africa. He is the MP in the French Parliament, okay? These are the people, he is from one country in Africa. I don't care the country in Africa where he's from. But if you claim that you are going to be something in some other person's country, but you have to fight for your country, because no matter where you go, no matter where you are, if you don't fight for your country, they will still tell you one day that go back to Africa. Okay? Even in America today, there is a rush for black Americans to go and trace their roots, because they know that America doesn't even belong to them. I'm telling you. So no matter which country you are, fight for your own country, because your country is your country. No matter the country you are today, it's not your country. One day they will come and tell you that go back to Africa. This is an MP. He has been working in France. He has built his family there. But becoming a deputy or an MP, member of parliament in France, doesn't make him belong to that country. Okay? That's why they're telling him, go back to your country. Okay?
Respect du droit de la mer, notamment. Alors qu'il posait cette question-là, un député du Rassemblement national, effectivement, M. de Fournas, lui crie dans l'Assemblée « Retourne en Afrique ». Vous vous rendez compte de la gravité de ce qui est en train de se passer? Aujourd'hui, l'extrême droite a montré son vrai visage. M. Chenu, qui était là, et Carlos l'a dit, M. Chenu, qui était là pour représenter son groupe, puisque Mme Marine Le Pen était absente, a fait bloc avec son député. Nous le disons, nous ne laisserons pas passer un délit comme celui que vient de faire ce député dans l'Assemblée, qui humilie un nombre de gens dans ce pays par millions, qui n'auraient pas, selon le Rassemblement national, qui adore trier les gens selon leur couleur de peau, selon leur religion réelle ou supposée, selon leur genre ou je ne sais quoi. Nous ne laisserons pas passer une telle chose dans l'Assemblée nationale. Alors quelle sanction allons-nous demander? Demain, il devrait y avoir un bureau exceptionnel. Nous allons demander la sanction la plus forte, c'est-à-dire l'exclusion. Nous allons demander l'exclusion pour plusieurs mois de ce député, qui est la sanction la plus forte que nous pouvons prononcer au sein de cet hémicycle. Je crois que ça le mérite largement.
Vraiment, on complique pas tout là.
Non, mais qu'est-ce que ça dit du Rassemblement national? Le Rassemblement national, nous l'avons toujours dit, propage de la haine entre les gens. Je le redis, le Rassemblement national propage de la haine et de la violence et vient de prouver dans les faits qu'il ne supportait pas qu'un homme noir, parce que disons les faits, qu'un homme noir né en France puisse être député français. Voilà ce qu'ils viennent de prouver aujourd'hui. C'est insupportable. Voilà en quoi est-ce que le Rassemblement national aujourd'hui menace la cohésion et l'unité de notre pays. Ce que nous disons depuis des années sur le Rassemblement national, le Front national avant, eh bien vient de s'exprimer de manière complètement libre dans l'Assemblée. Nous ne l'accepterons pas.
Merci à tous.
Okay. So that is a lesson for us. Okay? That is a lesson for us. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, it's a lesson. This is the captains that have been in this La Republique national team, okay? For the past how many years, we have had no Southern Cameroonian. You know, when it comes to soccer, we have very good soccer players, okay? We have very good soccer players, but to be a captain or to even feature in the national team, that's why I'm telling you that it's high time we have our own national team. We have our own national team to start playing because if we wait that, let them select us to come and play in the national team there, it will not work. Okay, it's high time we start having our own team, start playing friendly games with other countries. Okay, because you can't say you are waiting. How many people are going to be selected to play in the La Republic national team? How many? For the past years, look at the captains. Kamani, look at the names there. Look, no one single Anglophone or Southern Cameroonian have been a captain in that team, except Tato Eta Steven. Tato Eta Steven was the one person that was lucky. Okay, but look at the way Tato Eta died, and he died so wretched. Those are the people that gave fame to the government or to the Indomitable Lions in the World Cup. But you see the way he was treated. He was abandoned. He was abandoned. Nobody cared about him. Okay. This is the La Republique JC. They have written there one Cameroon. They want to use soccer. That is it. See, now they put one there in that place there. That is where they put one. That means that they are still knowing that we are, But if you see the information, Lecoq Sportif wins a lawsuit against Fecafoot. Lecoq Sportif won them in one lawsuit there that, that they were owing some money. Okay. But Lecoq Sportif is French company. Okay. It's French company that makes this jersey for them. Okay. So they can tell them anything and they go and put on their jerseys. It doesn't matter for them. But everything these people are doing is French. France has a little, even the little money that we transfer from abroad to La Republique or to Ambazonian, it still passes through France. Okay. Orange is a French mobile company. MTN is still controlled by France, even though it's a South African company. But that is how everything must pass through France. Because first, if you send something in dollars, okay, to CFA is French money. It's not La Republique money. The French will have part of the money for the exchange. It's France that will determine how much you'll send to the person in Cameroon. Okay? That is how bad it is. Okay? That anything you do in Cameroon, you pay taxes to France. Okay? That's why most of the companies there, some of you think that, the companies are, no. The Susukam, the Nosukam, the Weti anything Cam, all those companies there are owned by France. So what is wrong with our own people having their own companies? Okay? The thing that the French people did was to destroy everything Anglophone or Southern Cameroon that can produce something. That's why today, the whole of Southern Cameroon, all those companies have been destroyed. All. No company there that can produce something. Okay? They came now and start. So any company that they come and put there is their own company. It's not a company owned by any Southern Cameroon or the Southern Cameroon government. The one that you have that they do this thing, the banana plantation. I think it's Kojekam. Or there's another one there that have the water company. I forgot that. Supermon. From the name, you know that it's a French company. Supermon. Supermon is a water company that the French people come and put there to, we have natural water in the mountain, coming from the mountain. So they went and put the company there. Supermon is under the mountain there. Okay? These are things that have been done by the French people. So our people cannot build a company or a water company. Of course, it's very easy to build a company. Because the water is there, they just go and put their containers there and put in bottles and sell. Because first, the water is clean. It's a natural water from the spring, from the mountain, coming from that place there. And they just go and build a company there, Supermon. And they collect the water and sell to us. Our people don't even drink that water from that Supermon. You have to buy Supermon. One bottle of Supermon is around $600 CFA. That's their money there. So we have clean water, but we have to buy water from Supermon. Supermon is a French company. You have oil, but you have to buy oil. CDC, the first class oil, palm oil, first class oil, we don't use first class oil. They send it to Yaoundé and Douala. First class palm oil that when those first class palm oil, we don't see first class palm oil. We don't see it. It goes direct to Yaoundé and Douala, to those top supermarket there. The Boya, we don't have supermarket. Limbe, no supermarket. Bamenda, we don't have supermarket. When I talk supermarket, I mean mall, shopping mall, where you can have lifts and elevators going up and down. We don't have none. Those are the things that people can build. People can build, but the way that public has held us in grip. We have people that can tar their streets in Ambazonia. They can tar their streets in Ambazonia. But because of the bottleneck, they don't want. Okay? You have to go write, request, this, write this, just to even tar your own street. There are people that can tar their street. There are people that can build their own roads. Because waiting for the government, it takes a long time. Okay? That's how bad it is. This country has destroyed us. Okay. Barcelona. This is my team. You know, I'll be honest with you. When Messi left Barcelona, I lost taste for Barcelona. I love Messi to the fullest. Okay. But this team, it was a team that I want to play this team. This team is the best team that Barcelona has ever produced. So I want you to watch this video and see what Barcelona was, okay? It's memory lane, but it's a very nice team that once Messi left that team and the people start leaving, I know that Barcelona will not be the same again.
No team has ever come back after losing a first leg 2-0 at home in Champions League.
An awesome display in the stands. Now it would be one heck of an achievement. Years, or who knows, Real haven't given up hope. They could end their continues to shape this Real Madrid side. Standout news, a slight change. It's the only change from the Bernabeu. It means Pep Guardiola falls over here.
Yeah, and you just want to see an element of respect between the two sets of players. Tonight there's been so much talking. Be down on that touchline and be able to orchestrate his side. There's a bit of water down there. It has poured down, and they did get the sprinklers on as well whilst it was raining. It was a dry pitch at the Bernabeu, maybe at Mourinho's insistence, but Messi was taken to the task here.
Marcelo dives in. And so too does Carvalho, just behind Iniesta. In the Adebayor camp, but it's Higuain who's missed large swathes of the season through injury. They get a hat-trick a couple of weeks ago against Valencia. Here's Messi, halted unfairly, and I think we may see the first booking of the evening in the 13th minute. Carvalho in the book.
It was interesting, the lads talking beforehand about the fact that Messi doesn't go down. If he doesn't
surgery to remove a cancerous tumour on his liver. A lovely round of applause from his teammates here at training last night, didn't he? Really got it back. Iniesta. There's that famous Barcelona pressing, and look at that one. Those 11 minutes of magic from Lionel Messi in the first leg. Alves. Pedro has space to run into here. Marcelo recovered well. It's still not away though. Messi almost got in Pedro's way, tried the back heel. Still Messi, and eventually Marcelo. Busquets is one. All of a sudden he found acres of space, but couldn't find a way past Casillas.
Barely this time, the ref thinks. You need more off Kaká though.
Tonight, and it ever is. Villa. Still David Villa. Now Xavi. Now Messi. Messi. Lionel Messi, and Casillas saves but spills, and he's recovered.
It's so hard, isn't it, to stay with them when they play with that kind of fluidity.
Messi brings it down beautifully. Lionel Messi!
Well, you sense that it is coming. The first goal in this match. It's coming to Barcelona.
Villara. Pressured out, battle, dispossesses Messi on the run. He hasn't got another one in, has he? He's found Villa! Super save from Casillas. Messi! Well, that's the save to keep Real Madrid in this semi-final.
Yeah, his body shape, Villa's told Casillas.
They're getting closer and closer and closer, Barcelona. Iniesta, Messi. They're starting to find space, dominate possession. Villa. Oh, below, I thought about it, thought better of it. Still Villa. Now Pedro. Nor of Barcelona. David Villa. Little touch from Pedro. It's Messi.
For Real Madrid. It wasn't much of a foul at all.
Now Iniesta gliding beyond Higuain. Villa. Iniesta. He's got to turn from translator to...
It just starts to get momentum going the last 15 minutes of that half.
It's no coincidence, is it, that Barcelona are keeping absolutely everybody, including the officials.
That's in reverse.
Waiting.
At
Real Madrid. Are we convinced, by the way, fellas, that Ronaldo is 100% fit this evening?
Good turn of pace.
Ronaldo looking to be provider. Iniesta. Messi leaves it to Pedro! Real Madrid carved open. The road to Wembley opens up. That should really be that.
Well, talk about a clinical through ball. When you got players like Andres Iniesta in possession.
I want you to know that the only player that is left in this team is that Pedro. Today, all the other players are no more there with Barcelona. Pedro is the only player that is still there. Yes, so
Ronaldo is 100% fit this evening.
Good turn of pace.
Ronaldo looking to be provider. Iniesta. Messi leaves it to Pedro! Real Madrid carved open. The road to Wembley opens up. That should really be that.
Well, talk about a clinical through ball. When you got players like Andres Iniesta in possession, in space, with time. And when he can do what he just
Here's
did.
Angel Di Maria. Still Di Maria. Oh, denied by the post. Still might be in. It's Marcelo. It's a Real Madrid lifeline. It's 1-1 on the night.
Well, just when you thought the chance had gone. Top marks, though, to Di Maria. Having the presence of mind after it rattled back off the post.
Carvalho. The goal scorer, Marcelo. pass.
I thought Marcelo might have sprinted forward a bit for themselves there. Nowhere near the ball.
Well inside the last 20 minutes now. Barcelona haven't made a change. Looks like that is going to change. Seydou Keita stripped and ready. Messi. Pedro.
When you think of those Carvalho challenges, they're a lot worse than that. Fortunate thing for Barcelona is they haven't suffered from injuries in those positions, have they? Villa and Pedro been there week after week alongside Messi. Great understanding.
Tell you what, that was a super, if high-risk challenge from Marcelo, having just been booked. Xavi standing over it. Messi takes it. Barcelona, it is, who will go to Wembley. And the cheer even louder because it's Real Madrid that they leave in their wake. After the game of shame in the first leg, it's a night of joy for Barcelona as they remain on track for their 4th European Cup. Not a mountainous task for Madrid as they came to Catalonia. That 2-goal first leg Messi deficit. And so
wow, that was a memory lane, you know. When you see Real Madrid playing with Barcelona, know that the game is it's not an easy game. So memory lane, you know. Yeah. So thank you for watching, and God bless everyone. And you know, we have a lot to talk you know, in our next episode. So let's just stay and know that we have a lot in the struggle and we are fighting to go to Boya. So stay put and God bless you all.
No, 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 go no, eh. No,
Thank you all for watching. Thank you. God bless you all. Don't forget, we are fighting a war of our own existence. So please support your county, support your LGA, support your country, Ambazonian. Okay? Thank you very much. Yeah. God bless you and see you in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching.